Hey, what's going on there, Mikey?
What's going on? Wednesday night. I
It's
already dropped the F-bomb once.
You just said it's
I
fucking.
was about to say it's fun. I cut myself off, I'm trying to stay clean here. Let's try to stay clean.
I mean, let's stay
keep
clean.
It clean. Keep it below the belt.
You gotta stay clean. You gotta keep your mouth clean for Christmas, because if you don't, you'll get coal in your stocking.
Yeah, I said keep it clean. Keep it below the belt.
Keep it below the belt. So what's new, Mike? What's going on?
Well, besides the fact that my daughter said I'm annoying.
Why would she say that you're annoying?
I guess that's what girls do. They think boys are annoying, and I'm the only one in this house, so I'm a very annoying guy, I guess.
Did you look at the picture of a dog that she drew on your fridge and be like, yeah, well, you know what? That's not even a fucking dog. Yeah. That's just a scribble
look
on a piece of paper. Yeah.
That sucks.
That sucks. I could draw that better with my foot. I could put a crayon in between my toes and draw a better dog than that piece of shit. Yeah. Just do that. No, you didn't go.
I could. I'm going to do it tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll do it. In the morning too, before school. I'll make sure to just ruin her entire day.
Oh, yeah, dude. Yeah. Well, you know what's new in my life?
What's that?
Well, hold on. Let me open my beer. This is my
Oh, here we go. Here's the beer.
What are we, 8 days into the Christmas season here? I got something called, I gotta tell you, Hawthorne trunk. I can't even read the bottom part. It's in German.
I feel like this is the second or third time that you've had a beer and you have no idea what it is.
Yeah, it's all the Germans. But let's try it out. This one's actually really good. Fucking delicioso. Really? Anyways, so I bring my kid to his first basketball practice last night, right? He joined a 5 to 7 year old basketball league, rec league, and we get there and they don't have a coach. No coach.
Where was their coach?
It was they didn't have one. They were at the
It wasn't like a no-show coach.
No, it was there was a YMCA representative that was there that said, "Hey, we haven't had a parent or anybody volunteer. Any chance you could coach the team?" And I'm like, Well, I am in the military and I have drill weekends and
and a show.
I travel and I do all the stuff. I'm like, when are the practices? When are the games? Tuesday night practices, Saturday games. Guess what? Your boy is now coaching a bunch of fucking 5 to 7 year olds. Team number 4, mission accomplished.
You know what?
On the hardwood.
Is it mission accomplished team?
I'm gonna call it that.
We should sponsor it.
We're sponsoring the goddamn team.
Sponsor that fucking team.
Yeah. I'm gonna tell you right now, we're gonna win the goddamn league. We're gonna win the league.
Win it.
Because I was at the tryouts, I was watching all the kids, and my team happens to have about 4 kids that are outstanding basketball players. And
can we buy other players? Like, if there's a good player on the other team, can we bribe their parents?
Yeah, maybe. Maybe, you never know. You save the day, Susan Walker says. Joe Ivy says, easy to con Mish into something. I'm going to tell you the absolute truth there, Joe Ivy. If it has anything to do with my kids and
sports,
there's any way for me to help out and make things better, yes, it's very easy for me to get conned into things.
He's a man, Isn't that what a man does? Like,
yeah.
Oh, I have an issue. And you're like, I can fix this issue.
Yep. I ended up helping coach his baseball team last year. And, I'm really looking forward to it because honestly, I loved playing basketball my whole life, all the way up through my teenage years. I love basketball. And there is some serious challenges on this team. Some kids that have never actually picked up the ball in their life.
That's who we're going to get rid of when we pay for the kids from the other team.
Nah, but like one kid, you got to think about it. It's a 5-year-old to 7-year-old league, right? And you get like a 7-year-old that's about to turn 8 and he's 6 inches taller than a kid that just turned 7. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then you get the kids that just turned 5 that have been living the last 2 years of their life in a pandemic. So This kid was a preschooler 2 years ago when the pandemic hit and the world shut down. And so for the last 2 years, this fucking kid's probably been homeschooled and barely going anywhere and barely playing with any other kids and shit. And now all of a sudden he's in kindergarten and his mom signs him up for basketball. So I'm like helping him dribble, and he's a real, he's playing patty cake with the ball, slapping the shit out of it down at the floor. And I'm like, hey, buddy, you got to kind of push it down. Let the ball come up into your hand, push it back down. I'm like, you ever do this before? He goes, nope. I'm like, you got a hoop at home? Nope. You don't play basketball in your driveway? Nope. Literally said, I've never played before.
But he wanted to do it, and that's why he's there.
Yeah, it's awesome, man, right?
Yeah, why not? What better time to start than now, right?
Yeah. And how did the team do under your leadership? It's practice number 1 there, Susan. I really look forward to it. It's a challenge. I have on the T-ball team that I was helping out with 2 years ago. We had this kid named Kenny. That if you didn't keep an eye on Kenny, he would be in the other team's dugout. He'd be at the concession stand. I'd be like, where the fuck is Kenny? Kenny'd be like walking across the parking lot, like over there. His mom
dying in weird ways every day.
His mom would be on the bleachers with their new baby. And she'd be on the bleachers going, Kenny. And I'd be like, where the fuck is her kid? And I'm like, oh shit. So I ended up like really taking this kid under my wing. And by the end of the season, I was like putting eye black. He'd show up. I'd put eye black under his eyes. I'd take him off to the side. We do batting practice together. And by the end of the season, he was like, I don't want to say he's abnormal, but he was normal enough to stay in the team dugout and play in the position that he was supposed to play and like not run away and go get a hot dog and shit. You know what I mean?
Fucking hot dog.
Get a fucking hot dog.
This kid's eating a hot dog. He's supposed to be in the friggin'.
Yeah.
He's supposed to be up next. He's on deck. He's friggin' swinging a hot dog around.
So our first guest is joining us from Thailand, and the Stunad is not answering his goddamn phone. So I'm gonna call him again right now.
Call up that son of a bitch. And you tell him.
Calling DJ.
Hey, listen. Tell him that he doesn't want me to come over there and fucking get his ass to get up on here.
Yeah, see Amy Mish down there in the comments? That's my wife, everybody. And she's not just saying it because she's my wife. He's an awesome coach, she says.
Amy,
goddamn right.
Amy, you're embarrassing, Kyle. Stop
Listen, if I wasn't a good coach and I wasn't a good leader of humans, I wouldn't be in the position that I'm in the U.S. military. You motherfucking cocksuckers.
It's funny, too, because it's basically the same thing. You are in charge of 5 to 7-year-olds, which is exactly the same as being in charge of a unit in the military. It's the same thing. They probably listen better. 5 to 7-year-olds probably listen better because you tell them something, and even though they might not hear it, you tell them the second time, they're like, okay, this is what I'm supposed to be doing. You could tell adults all day long, but they still fucking don't listen. And
yeah, like don't park on the grass.
What you're talking about. You know that they know what you're talking about, and they still don't friggin' listen. I don't understand it.
You know what? I feel like I'm almost to the point with the grass parking Stunads that I'm gonna tack like a half an hour on final formation next drill, and it'll be 1700 instead of 1630. Nice. And I'll be like, yeah, 1700, and you guys can thank whoever drove the fucking black Durango that's parked on the grass out front. Next month, don't let me catch you on the fucking grass. I have already said it a million goddamn times.
Get off my lawn, you
Get off my lawn, you fucking Stunad. What is it? Would you park on your mom's grass? You park on your grass? No. Why are you gonna park on our grass, you cocksuckers? So I think that's what I'm gonna do. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. Or put a half hour on the front end of the first formation, so 6:30 in the morning instead of 07. What do you think of that? Think people will stop parking on the grass? No. Well, looks like I'm going to have to stone them.
They're adults, and they're stupid. That's stupidity.
Stupid. We're going to have to bring in like the old, you know how the aunts, Aunt Lydia in The Handmaid's Tale would bring the one handmaid out that was a fuck up, and all the other handmaids had to throw stones at them.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what I need. We got to implement that.
I could do that.
Handmaid's Tale stonings. Hey guys, we are waiting on TJ. He's going to be here in a little bit. But did you all check out the weigh-ins today for the BKFC Fight Night Tampa, which is taking place tomorrow night? Main event is Smash Brown versus ODB Bobby Taylor. They had the weigh-ins tonight, and I got to bring some photos up because they were fantastic. You guys remember Steve-O Morris that was on the show last week? Steve-O is fighting he's fighting, what's this dude's name?
George Gonzalez.
George Gonzalez,
or
the
Jorge,
guy that they had
aka Josh Burns.
Josh Burns. Yeah. So this is what he looks like, right? He comes out,
Just like Josh Burns.
Yep, peep the shorts. There's Gonzalez. Out comes Steve-O Morris. Ba-bam. Yeah. Comes out looking like Gonzalez, and then look at this, side by side, same shorts, same stash, same everything. This guy's over on the side over here looking at Steve-O like, this motherfucker stole my shit, man. I thought that was fantastic.
Yeah, that's awesome. I love
another
that.
couple of guys that were on the show in the last 2 weeks. We had the Black Rhino, Rhinell Riley, and Truck and Carson coming on. I want you guys to take a look at the Black Rhino, Rhinell Riley, and tell me that this motherfucker isn't yoked out of his goddamn mind. Jesus, man.
I don't think I've ever seen somebody so cut up fighting. Like, this dude is out of control. What the hell is going on here?
That's not it, Mike. That's not it. Let's hit him with the double bicep, Rhino. Okay, bam.
Oh, God. What the fuck?
I saw this, and I'm like, look at his abs. He has 17 abs.
He has a double ab.
Yo,
he's got abs in the shape of an A at the top. See?
The top 4 abs are actually 8 abs. They look like bow ties in there.
V's.
Yeah, they're like he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. He's got a 12-pack. That motherfucker. The only people that I know that have a 12-pack are my degenerate functioning alcoholic friends that rip a 12-pack a day. He's fighting our boy Truck Carson, who does look skinny and small in this video, but in this picture, but put them side by side, bam.
Right.
They are not so different in size. Truck's a big boy himself. You got to remember they're gonna hydrate back up. I wonder what they're gonna weigh tomorrow, but I gotta tell you, man, let's go back to that Rhino. There ain't an ounce of fat on that dude. Look at his shoulders.
I'm telling you,
insane. It's insane. So Mike has a theory about guys that are built this way. Mike, what do you say? What do you
hear? Obviously, no offense to these guys, but I think we've seen in the past in like the UFC, these guys that get really big like that, like they might pack a lot of power, but they do run out of stamina very quickly, like very quickly.
Joe Ivy said he's got gills. She said he's
gills.
Huge. He's got gills. Let's pull that back. Oh, underneath the armpits there, he's got gills.
I think with the 2-minute rounds, probably decent. Now, obviously, I don't know what kind of shape he's in, like
cardio
wise, but like it has been known by, anybody who watches combat sports knows that when guys are fucking huge like that, it's a detriment to the oxygen. You know what I mean? They just can't get enough of it.
Dude, look at Yoel Romero or Paulo Costa against Izzy Adesanya, man. That's a good example right there. You get the yoked up big boy against the skinnier, taller, lankier, technical fighter, and then he just drags him in the deep waters and beats him down. Now, let's take a look at my friend, right? My best friend. And I actually love this girl, but she doesn't love me back.
Yeah, why?
I don't know. She blocked me. She said that I'm biased, and I don't know. I'm calling her out right now. I'm not biased. I'm the least biased person in the world. Check her out. Bam. Old Pomp and Circumstance.
Yep.
The Macho Man, Randy Savage. Jenny Savage looking ready for war. She's fighting. A little scrappy. Delaney Bailey back in the squared circle for the first time in 2 years, by the way. And I talked to her husband / manager, and he was super apologetic for the last 2 weeks. They had some really serious stuff going on, and she was not able to come on. She was not able to do shows and train and be ready for this fight. But he wants to have her come on next week after this fight's over. Come on, talk to us, let us know what's going on. But I got to tell you right now, man, Jenny Savage looks small next to Delaney.
I think she's small in general, like a very, very short, and that's why she belongs at 115. She does not belong at 125, although she's obviously shown she can scrap there. She just doesn't have that size to her because, she's very short. How tall is she? Do you know how tall she is?
Oh, Jenny? Is she like 5'3"? I don't know. We'd have to look it up. But she is a small girl. She's more fit to be a 115er, and Delaney is as well. But in this picture here, I thought Delaney was a tiny little girl, but Jenny looks a little small. What you got?
Well, what I have is not what I have yet, so I'm just looking.
Yeah. So
it says 5 foot.
5 foot.
That's what it says. 5 foot on Tapology. So let me search around and see if I can find.
So that puts Delaney at about 5'2".
On ESPN, they have her at 5 foot.
So she's a 5 footer. They're both small girls, real scrappy fighters. Though I wouldn't go use the bathroom before this one starts, man. It might not fucking go too long. And
I don't know why. So let's talk about this for a second, Kyle, before we move on. What happened here with Jenny? I don't know what you said, but she clearly thinks that you said something about her that was bad. So I'm not sure. I haven't gone back to like watch them or whatever, because I know that generally we are very fair when talking, or as fair as possible. Sure, we can go off and say some funny things or whatever, but I think when you guys had your interview together, I thought it was really fun. She was cool. You brought up a lot of things to try to stick up for her, to show like, hey, with the Britain situation, this is from her point of view. So before people, start disliking Jenny without even knowing who she is and being on Britain's side, because everybody really knows who Britain is, why don't we give her a chance? And I feel like at the end of that episode, a lot of people were like, hey, she's awesome, this and that.
Right.
Fast forward to recently, and she's like, no, don't like you, blocked you. That's it.
So recently we were trying to get her on the show, and usually a lot of the communications between us and fighters is through their DMs or through their messenger. So I tried to hit her up on Facebook Messenger, and I can't find her. And I go to DM her, and I can't find her on Instagram. Now, I have never been blocked before, so I didn't know what this meant. And I said to Mike, I don't think she has a social media anymore. I remember when she was on the show, she talked about how she's not into doing all that cute shit on the fucking internet. Maybe she deleted all of her social medias. And Mike goes and looks. He finds her right away. He goes, I don't think so, man. What's up, Tony? Tony's down there with Truck right now. Tony, tell us how big and shredded was Truck's opponent in person, because on the weigh-ins and in the pictures, he looks like a fucking He-Man toy. Anyways, back to Jenny. I don't know what I said. And the only thing I was racking my brain, there was nothing said during that interview that she should have heard. She should have felt in any kind of way about. And the one, me and her, no way, no how. I didn't say anything. But when we did talk to Britain before her fight with Jenny, I asked her, do you have a prediction? And she said, I'm going to knock her out. And I said, all right, well, after you get the knockout, who do you want next? Maybe Jenny thought I'm saying you're going to knock out Jenny Savage.
Yeah.
But I was I'm just segueing off of what it's called a conversation.
Right.
I say something, you say something, and then I react to what you say. That's how a conversation works. I in no way meant to offend anybody. And if people are offended like that to the point where they block people on social media, then so be it. Maybe one day she'll come back around and be our friend again. But I stand by everything we do on this show. We're the most non-biased people. I will tell you the one time I've been biased ever. The Lorenzo Hector. I will straight up tell everybody that I'm a Lorenzo guy. I like Lorenzo. I think Everything about Lorenzo's awesome. I think he represents himself well. I think he's great for the sport. And I don't like a lot of things that Hector does. So there you go. You want me to be biased about anybody? That's the one.
Yeah, he can
Everyone
be a little
else,
bit of a fishy character, I think.
Yeah, he could be a little bit of a Stu-Nod. If we could have definitely nominated him multiple times throughout our lifetime of being a Stu-Nod, for sure. Lucky for him.
Absolutely could.
Lucky for him. What did Tony say? He's just one big muscle, and muscles don't win fights. He looks scared, son. Okay, Tony Soto chiming in from Tampa himself. Maybe we'll catch him on the Fight Companion tomorrow night. We'll try to get Tony on here live from the event.
That should be fun. Fight Companion. Get a little trying something a little new tomorrow.
I was trying to change the name in case like Joe Rogan's got like copyright trademark
to Fight Companion.
To Fight Companion. Like, did he trademark that?
Pal.
So I came up with Bare Knuckle Fight Companion. It's just adding 2 words to the front of something that already exists. And then I'm like, oh, we could call it BKFC. And then I'm like, oh, what a dickhead. That shit. Yeah. Tune in for Mike and Mish's BKFC.
Yeah,
the
Bare Knuckle Fight Companion.
That's actually a thing. Yeah, it's BKFC's BKFC.
You could change the C to a K because we're from the streets. So like we can use a K instead of a C. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, whatever.
Like Mortal Kombat.
Fight Companion. So what's another word for fight? Tussle? What's another word for companion? Friends? Tussle friends. Tussle pals. Tussle pals. Just tuning in, watching some bare knuckle violence with your tussle pals. Bare knuckle buddies. BKB. Ah, damn it. That exists too. Motherfucker.
Yeah.
We're striking out left and right.
These are stupid. Acronyms are stupid, as we have found out from the military.
Yeah. Oh, so let's get back to the weigh-ins tonight. Back to the weigh-ins. We had we talked about Jenny Savage and her hate for me, but she apparently likes Mike. Good for you, Mike.
I hope so. Anyways, maybe not.
Up next, we had Hannah Guy making her debut in BKFC, her bare knuckle debut against Taylor Starling, rocking that space rash guard as always. She loves that thing.
Yep.
And she is.
Do you think she's like super high? You think that's what it is?
I don't think so. She's always smiling. She's always got that little smile on her face every time I see her. And then there's this one. Rocking the blood sport Kumite. The what's that? The contenders undies. Those are fucking dope, man. I like a lot of their shit.
You know what I always wonder about these? Like,
do they have pee holes?
No, that's not what I was gonna say. What I was gonna say is
you didn't look at those Kumite undies and think, I wonder if they got a pee hole. Because if they do, I'm gonna buy some for myself.
Nope, I did not.
Okay.
Nope.
What were you thinking?
Didn't cross my mind. So what I was thinking was, like all of these different brands, they come out with all this stuff, but I'm like, yo, they've got to be infringing, right? There's got to be like, you just can't use all these different things. I don't like that brand. Do you think that they got the okay to use Kumite?
They had to, right? Because they also have Last Dragon ones. They got Rocky ones. They got Last Dragon ones. They got all kinds. They're awesome. I know. They're super cool.
There's a lot of crazy stuff like that, but I'm like, there's no way. Do you think they call up all these brands and the brands are like, yeah, sure, you can use our likeness on your stuff? Like, how much money you have to pay out to all these different brands to have all this shit?
Some guy calls up the maker of Bloodsport and says, "Hey, what do you say about us plastering Kumite across the crotch of some undies?"
Oh, sounds genius. Go for it. Yeah. We want 20%. 50%.
All right, there she is. She's 2-0 in the year 2021, looking to go 3-0 and possibly put herself in the running for Fighter of the Year.
And squish Amber's head with her friggin' bicep.
Yeah, crush that head like a peanut. The thing is, I think she is a contender for female Fighter of the Year, but I really truly believe that title goes to Britton Beltran, excuse me. Even if Taylor goes 3-0 here,
that guy in the background looks smitten. Look at him.
Who's Feldman?
Not Feldman, no.
The dude with the bald head.
Yes. Yeah, he's like,
Mike, let's do a little people watching here for a second. You look over. What's
I'm seeing a lot of guys looking at the. What's going on in this picture? Should I say it or not?
What are they looking at, Mike?
I don't know. Kumite?
Kumite? Maybe they're all Bloodsport fans. Jeff Houston's back there freaking smirking like a freaking stunad too.
Looks like he's checking out Dave though.
He's
trying to get that raise.
He's like, oh, Dave must have worked glutes. He worked his glutes today.
He's been putting in some extra time at the gym. Looking good, Dave. Looking good.
Doubling up on leg day, Dave. Yeah, and then you got Amber always smiling in the corner. Always
She's
smiling in the background. So
I like her vibe. She's got that happy vibe. She kind of reminded me when she came out. She reminded me of the Happy Warrior.
Who? Oh, Hannah.
Yeah, Hannah.
She's got that Roxanne Modafferi.
Like she was just happy. Like, you know what I mean? Like she was walking out. She was like so happy. And I actually did think that for a second. I was like, yo, she's always so happy. She reminds me of Roxanne, the way she's so happy all the time.
Yeah. Now, okay. So, hey, we're not canceling Hannah out of this fight at all. But hypothetically, if Taylor was to go out there and like devastatingly win this fight, right? Like first round, or even a full 5 rounds, but she just dominates, right? She goes 3-0 for the year with the fight of the year against Segala.
Yeah.
You got the follow-up fight with Cassie Robb, which nothing against Cassie Robb, but Cassie's small for that division. Cassie has lost a lot of fights, and Taylor is kind of like really coming into her prime here. I don't know about that matchmaking there. Either way, she looked great against Cassie, dispatched of her really quick, and then she goes out there, say she gets a very impressive win here. Does her 3-0 top Britain's 3-0? Because Britain's 3-0 is Pearl, Jenny, and Paige. What do you think?
No way.
Britain's is the one, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I think so too. I think everybody was on the Paige Van Zandt hype train coming in.
I get that they couple of them didn't have the fights in the BKFC, but they were definitely known for being tough chicks outside of the organization, which does mean something. You know what I mean? They have a name for a reason.
Right.
But that between them two, for sure, the harder opponents were definitely, I would have to say Britain. For sure. No, I don't know. I mean, maybe you have them fight each other and you find out. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, yeah, and yeah, Paige was debuting in bare knuckle at the time, but she was coming off of a 8-5 UFC career. That if you go into her 8-5, she fought nothing but top 10 contenders the whole time. She fought them all. She fought Tisha Torres and Felice Herrig, and I don't have the names in front of me. She fight Karolina Kowalkiewicz. She fought a bunch of fucking killers, man. And she won. She knocked out Beck Rollins, who everyone loves Beck Rollins, but she knocked her out. Yeah, it was a knee or a kick or something that did it. But either way, Paige is a bona fide tough chick coming in there. Taylor and Segala were both debuting in their fight. They put on a hell of a show. But second fight of the year, Britain versus Jenny Savage against Taylor versus Cassie Robb. Jenny Savage is twice the fighter. Not to be an asshole, but she's like twice the fighter. And then Pearl Gonzalez
went over Jenny now. Is that what I hear?
No, I'm not. I'm just being honest about how I feel about those two fighters.
Right.
And then Paige versus Britain versus Pearl. Pearl went out there against Segala and just straight up technical boxed the shit out of her for 5 straight rounds. So they're like, oh, Pearl trains with Amanda Serrano, with the Serrano sisters. Pearl's going to go out there and rock 'em, sock 'em, fucking robot Britain's head off. That didn't happen at all. Britain got on the inside and dirty boxed her to death. So I think Britain is the more impressive resume for 2021.
So who gets, do you think there'll be a male and female fighter of the year, or do you think they're just going to do like a fighter of the year, if any at all?
I think it's a no-brainer for both of them. I mean, they don't have to do it, but if they wanted to like implement that, or do they do that every year? I don't know if the BKFC does that every
I
year, but
don't
if
think
they
they do,
do,
but I
it's
don't know.
easy. Britain, Lorenzo, done, boom, done.
But if it's overall, you say Lorenzo
Lorenzo, dude, for sure.
won the title.
He won the title. He went
He won that
3-0.
damn
He went 3-0 and dominated the champ. So, all right, main event tomorrow night. You got our boy Martin Smash Brown, Trey himself going in there to fight the number 1 ranked contender in the 155-pound division, Bobby Old Dirty Bastard himself, Taylor, or Captain America if you want to read the BKFC Facebook page.
I don't know what that was all about.
I don't know what that was all about too. Now you got Smash Brown making his return to the squared circle after a complete reconstruction of the knee, just fucking 8 months, 10 months ago, which blows my mind. It was in February. He said he got the surgery in March. So April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. So 9 months. 9 months back in the ring.
It's like you got pregnant back in February.
What do you think? Yeah, and then now he's about to have a baby in the ring.
Yeah, just had that baby ready to fight again.
Do you think that David Feldman and that bald dude in the background looked at each other when they showed up to the arena and be like, dude, come on. He's like, yo, my guy,
yes.
my man, what the fuck? And the guy's like, bro, you didn't tell me you were going to wear that shirt. And then Jeff Houston's back there going, look at those jeans.
Really zoom in on them.
Oh man, so yeah, that is the highlights of the weigh-ins today.
It's like the movie Twins.
It's like the movie. Yo, I don't know where TJ is, man.
Yeah, what's going on?
I don't know. This guy, he was texting me this morning, all excited about coming on, and this fucking guy.
Yeah, you got to start to worry about something like this happening. You know, he's fucking texted. As soon as you texting me, fucking messages back with all sorts of shit. I ask him one question. He's like, fucking boop, 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 boop. I'm like, hey.
All right. Well, I don't know, man. It's a little disappointing because I want to have this conversation with the fella who will be headlining the first ever BKFC event in Thailand. Now, they had Bare Knuckle Kingdom, but that was more of a fight circus type. Not really fight circus, but it was run by John Nutt and those guys. It wasn't a BKFC event. But there you go, man. You got Fabiano Hawthorne getting the rematch with TJ Chang. Chang fought him back at BKFC. I mean, Bare Knuckle Kingdom, up on the hill, 120-degree heat, hungover, partying his ass off, right? And these are all excuses, of course. We're not trying to make excuses, but he said that he was living the party boy life going into that fight. This time he is 5 months sober. And I think I could quote him by saying, I am going to destroy that fucking cringe bag. that cringe bag, Fabiano. So how do you think this fight goes? I would like to find that out from TJ.
Honestly, I have no fucking idea how this fight's going to go. If he wasn't in good shape in the first fight, then he was doing pretty good. As when I watched him, he was dipping like a motherfucker. This guy, I don't know. He seems like he's a great fighter. I just really wish that when he fought the last time that he wasn't, fucked up per se, or so to say. And that they weren't fighting on the top of a hill where it's like 120 degrees.
Yeah, he said that too. He said they were the co-main event. So when the event started, it was like 90 degrees at 9 a.m. in the morning, and by the time they were getting in the fucking ring at 11:30, it was almost peak midday on the top of a mountain in Thailand. and the heat index, according to John Nutt, heat index was up in the 120 range. And if you saw John Nutt that night in his tan suit, it looked like he peed his pants 18 times.
Soaked. It was like color changing.
Yeah.
John Nutt with a color changing suit. Put him in the heat and watch the color change. Yeah, he like that dude. I thought he was gonna die in the ring just from announcing. So I can never mind fucking.
I wonder what was fueling him that day. You think it was adrenaline? You think it was just adrenaline and excitement of the event?
Dude, it must have been because, I don't understand how you can stay out in the heat with that full ass suit on. Even take the fucking jacket off. Like, no, actually, he did. He did take it off and like rolled the sleeves up.
He did. He took the jacket off. Yeah. He rolled the sleeves up.
He was probably this close to dying.
He was begging the audience. He was like, "Make sure you are staying hydrated, folks. It is fucking hot out here." It was crazy, man. It was really funny.
Hey, I was just looking at your shirt.
Yeah.
And there's a matching David Feldman and bald dude.
Yep. And me and Jeff Houston. Is that what
That's right. Yeah, I was just going to say, you and Jeff Houston. Maybe he's looking for you.
Look at Houston back there.
Yes, he is. He's wearing the same shirt as you. I just noticed that. Wow, that's fucking beautiful.
I noticed that earlier, but I didn't want to point it out like a goddamn student.
What a creep.
All right. Hold up. I got a pinch hitter coming in.
A pinch hitter, my friend.
I got a pinch hitter coming in right now.
I wonder who it is. I think I can make a guess.
Maybe you can. Maybe you can. Maybe you can. Maybe go fuck yourself.
Maybe so, maybe not.
All right. Let's just send that invite real quick and we'll get him on and we'll talk a little bit about the weigh-ins.
Oh, I'm right so far. You said him, so.
Oh, it's I am a boy. Yeah. So we're going to bring somebody on real quick.
How many times you watch Home Alone this year so far?
Ooh, dude. The thing is, my younger son, Nolan, he watches Home Alone all year long. He's not, he doesn't handcuff that movie to Christmas. It will be July 15th, 105 degrees outside, and that little bastard will be watching Home Alone inside. Because why? It's the fucking best goddamn movie ever made.
Well, lucky for me, my oldest daughter is now old enough to pay attention to real movies, if you know what I mean. When they break that wall where they go from like barely paying attention to something that's a half an hour long to just sitting there through entire movies. So it started with like a cartoon movie like Luca and Monsters, Inc. And now she has sat down and she's watched Home Alone, the whole thing. And the other day she said, "Oh, number two, let's watch it." So we started watching that the other day. And I was like, holy fucking shit.
Hey,
my life has just gotten
little
so
inside
much
info. Little inside info. Hold up 1 second. Yep. That's me on there twice. Hold
on. What that's the guest?
No.
Kyle the guest. Kyle is going to be our guest live on the air. We got a double Kyle. So while Kyle tries to get the guest in there, let's talk about this weekend. We got a good ass freaking UFC card coming on, Kyle.
It is. Hey,
just
we got
absolutely awesome.
Yeah, we'll talk about that in a minute. Hold up a second. We got somebody who's down there at the event right now. It's our boy, Tony.
What's good?
What's going on, Tony?
The Loco one.
What's up, gentlemen? How are you?
We are good. We're
got a tea.
You got your tea? Oh,
yes,
are you about
sir.
to? Do you have to spill the tea on a few things?
I was over here fucking eating some sushi, drinking some coffee, a little bit of tea. But I'm gonna tell you right now, I got somebody I want to bring on real quick. I want to show you guys something. A special guy real quick.
Beautiful.
The man, the myth.
Yo, what's up?
What's up, Truck? What's going on?
Not much, man. I'm having a little bit of I treated myself to some hot cocoa for dessert.
Nice. Marshmallows?
Work I put in.
Are you marshmallows? Did you put marshmallows in that thing?
Hold up. What did y'all say?
I said, did you put marshmallows in your hot chocolate?
No, I'm not going that far.
No.
I'm gonna save all that till after the fight. But I've been eating super clean, so I figured I'd give myself something a little sweet just to end my night.
Don't be fucking with them mallows.
Hey, what was the weight cut like? Was it good? Easy?
Yes, I'll say that's the lowest I've cut since my first amateur fight, but it was literally the easiest, smoothest weight cut I've ever had. I did it like perfectly with my diet and everything, dieted down to a few pounds over, and then just went and sweated out in the sauna this morning. And yeah, it went really good.
Would you guys come in? I didn't see the weights. Did you come in right at 165, 166?
Actually, I came in, I was like I was trying to get to like 166 and drink my way up a little bit, and I sipped a little bit. And but I ended up floating back down to like 164.9 by the time I stepped on the scale. But I couldn't feel it. Like I felt great. I took a cold shower after, and my energy was just like through the fucking roof. So it was good.
Truck, what did Rhino weigh? Because I'm going to show you a picture, and I'm going to tell you my guess. Okay?
Yeah.
247 pounds.
Dude, I have no idea. It's all his upper body. But like, yeah, he was like 166. He looked real drawn out, you know.
Yeah.
And he was super late to the weigh-ins. Like I know he probably had a rough cut, I could imagine. He's real like just big, bulky, muscle guy.
Big dude. Now you got that Stunad Tony in your corner down there. You guys got your game plan all wrapped up and having a little tea?
Say what?
I said you got that Stunad Tony in your corner down there, man.
Yeah, man, it's great.
Yeah, he's the man. You guys having a little tea, finalizing your game plan?
Yeah, man. The game plan's finalized. We're just winding down. Had a little food, and just gonna get ready to go to bed here in a bit and get some rest. Get up in the morning, probably have a little shakeout, and then just chill out until it's time to head to the event.
Outstanding. Elvin Brito says Tony looks different. It says it says Truck there, man.
No,
I changed it.
This ain't Tony.
Yeah, Mike changed it to Chuck Carson.
When you first came on, it was Tony's name on the screen, but I changed it when you like a minute after you got on. I changed it. Yeah, Tony, I like your hair, man. I like what you've done.
Elvin Brito said that Tony looks different because he had your name on the screen with me. Yeah, man.
Yeah. So Elvin's probably looking at your fight with an interested eye, man. You guys got the 165-pound tournament coming up. Like we talked about when you were on the show, the sport's so new and there's so few guys around. Like a good, impressive win might put you right in there, you know?
Yeah, they're doing a 165-pound tournament?
Yeah, starting in January.
Oh, I had no idea. Yeah, man. Hey, well, yeah, I would be up for some shit like that. That's crazy. I didn't even know that.
It's Caleb Harris versus Julian Lane in the main event on January 29th. That's part of the tournament.
That's going to be at 65?
Yes. And Elvin Brito is supposed to be on the other side of the bracket, and he's looking for a opponent.
Hold on. What? Could you repeat that one more time?
I said Elvin Brito is supposed to be on the other side of the bracket, and he is looking for an opponent for himself in that tournament. There, right there in the comments, Elvin says, "Me versus TVA." And for all those wondering, that means two.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. Elvin's really fucking good.
Yes, he is.
Yes, he is.
Yeah, man. He definitely is a guy. I didn't know he fought 65, but he's a guy like I feel like he should already be fighting for a title, though.
I think a lot of us are on that same wavelength. We all think the same thing. He's either should have the title or have been fought for the title.
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. Yep.
That's awesome.
He's a top dude.
Hey, so are you guys at the hotel right now? Is there a bunch of people running around getting crazy?
Yeah, it's just kind of echoey in here, and there's a few people talking loud in the background. But yeah, we're in the hotel lobby right now.
Has there been a sighting of anybody with a green head of hair?
No. Fortunately, there hasn't been.
All right.
It's already stressful and dramatic enough as it is.
I was gonna say.
Fortunately,
that is a good thing. That's a good thing. We don't need that.
He's trying to keep on that chill life. He needs his corner. He needs his corner focused on cornering, right?
Yes. Like I need all the good vibes right now. That's it.
Yeah. Well, Truck, you seem like all you do is have good vibes around you, man.
Hey, man, I try to. They say you attract what you are. So
that's awesome. For sure.
I'm fortunate to have a lot of good people around me.
Now, Megan, my sister, is watching right now. She says I'm jealous of his hair. Why does this guy's hair always look so nice and healthy when it's long? Mine just knots right up.
It's the hair product I use, I think. Well, it's natural, but it's all about what you put in it, you know? And I use this shit called Kerastase from Paris, and I'm telling you, my hair has been loving that shit.
Yeah. And see, Megan's got 19 kids, and by 19, I mean 4. But she has 4 kids, so she probably can't afford all them good products.
I mean, dude, you could get like a bundle of everything you need for like $100. So I mean, it's kind of pricey, but it's not too bad.
Yeah, her 2 daughters will end up using it all up.
Yeah, I know they'd probably have a good time with that.
Mike's got 2 daughters, so you're talking to Mike, and he's thinking about his future right now.
Yeah. All I see is dollar bills with the wings on them flying away.
It's like that.
Yeah, man. Well, thanks for coming on, bro. I appreciate it.
Thank you guys for having me on. I really appreciate it, and I'm thankful for you guys' support, and I hope y'all enjoy the show tomorrow.
Hell yeah, we're going to be doing a live podcast while watching the event tomorrow night. And, and we're going to be taking like pop-in guests here and there whenever they feel like coming on.
When you got knocked out from Dylan, though, stop it.
Well, I'll try and come talk to you guys after I get out of the ring.
Absolutely.
We appreciate you, man. What's
Hell
up?
Yeah.
Let us get that Soto guy back on here.
Yeah, here he is.
All right, brother. Good luck tomorrow.
Thank you.
Hey.
Yo.
See me over here? I'm sitting in the fucking Don Dada chair. I'm over here. My man Trucking's gonna go in tomorrow. He's gonna put the work in. The work's done. That's it. That smirk, he's in. We'll be off.
Hey, was there an audience there at the weigh-ins? They pack it in pretty good, or was it small?
I'm sorry, my phone sucks. You said what?
What were the weigh-ins like? Was there a lot of people there? A lot of media?
It was a handful. It's one of the more smaller venues than I've seen in the past, but it's gonna be nice. It's dope. I love the black canvas. That's my personal favorite.
The fight night canvas.
The ring looks amazing. It's gonna be a hell of a show tomorrow. I'm telling you, it's gonna be packed. It's gonna be packed to the gills.
Yeah. Anybody beefing with each other at the weigh-ins today? It seemed like
nobody.
Yeah, nobody.
I seen hopefully where is he? Yeah, let me show. Old Noah Cutter kept fucking giving me side eye.
Oh yeah, who's down there in the lobby? Is Mercy down there wiling out, or Hank, or any of them guys?
No, what's that girl's name? What's that one that was talking shit? Jenny Savage. Yeah, Jenny Savage talking a bunch of shit in the van.
To who? To you?
Nothing, ain't nothing. It's just fucking bunch of stunados over here, rucking around, rubbing their fucking gums, flapping their jibs.
Jeez.
Yeah, man, she's always talking like she wants to fight Taylor, but she'll never step up and fight her.
It's been said on the Mike and Mish show.
Wow. Mike, I didn't say anything. See, it's like
Didn't have to.
We don't muzzle our guests. We don't censor anybody. You know what I mean? Tony can say anything he wants right now. Now, Tony, I'm very thankful that the green-haired one has not shown up down there, because we don't need that in your guys' life right now. But maybe tomorrow night after the event.
Well, you let me know. We'll after we go, after Trucking goes in there and goes to work, he's gonna clock in, clock the guy out, and then we'll hop on with you guys, and you Trucking to go ahead and give you the old 1-2. What he did.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, how did Smash Brown look today?
He looked depleted. He looked very, very just weak.
The reason why I was asking is because he said he was cutting from.
No, Brown. I'm talking about Brown. The other guy, Brown.
He said he was cutting from 193.
Like this.
Oh no.
Like he went and got one of those happy ending massages and shit. Didn't want to get up.
No, he told us on the show.
So the chance he was feeling good.
Yeah, he was depleted. He drained. And Bobby Taylor looked really good. He looked sharp. He didn't look too fatigued. His cut looked good. I mean, the dude shredded up. I mean, he can fucking probably shred provolone cheese on a guy's chest. So
yeah, he looks like he doesn't really cut to get there either. It looks like he probably walks around 170 tops.
I think he's naturally a little dude.
Yeah.
naturally.
As for Brown, Brown's
Brown looked like he had to cut a lot, man.
He's a big
He
guy.
looked weak.
And he's also I'm sure you knew this. He blew out his knee back in February. So he's coming off of a complete knee reconstruction 10 months ago.
Yeah, yep. I know the feeling. I've been there. I know that feeling.
Now, when you were there, being a guy who's had his knee redone, would you imagine being able to fight 10 months later?
I did mine. I had ACL reconstruction, and then I fought 6 months later. I was told by the doctors not to, but you're not gonna fucking tell me what to do.
You, my dad.
Can't contain Tony. What the hell are you trying to do?
The only one who can boss me around is my old lady. She's the boss. She's the boss. But listen, guys, let me hop off this. We gotta go upstairs and relax. And I appreciate you guys. And tomorrow it's gonna be some some beautiful carnage. It's a modern day Mortal Kombat. So get ready for it.
Yeah, we can't wait, man. Good luck to you guys.
All right, gentlemen. Pleasure, man. Have a good one, guys.
Take it easy. Bye.
Take it easy. Did someone in the background yell "fuck you" at the end? Did you hear that?
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
We've been there. We've been to those kind of events. Like right now is early. It's 8:55 at night.
It's the night before the fights too.
Yeah, but the night before the fights, when all the fighters are sleeping, all the people that are not fighting are down there in that lobby. You know what I mean? They're all hanging out at that hotel bar, and they're shutting the place down.
Wondering why would you shut? Now, here's the thing. Listen, if you own a business, right, and you're allowed to be open, like the other bars are open, people are open selling liquor, why would you close the bar when people start coming to it? I will never understand that. If you are management, I would immediately either be behind the bar serving the customers or tell them, like, hey, listen, you got to stay a little longer. Why wouldn't you want to stay? You've been there all day long. Barely anybody's getting any drinks. Then all of a sudden you have all these people and you go, you know what? Everyone get one drink. We're closing the bar. Like, are you fucking serious? Do you see the amount of people here right now? Do you know how much money you could make? Fucking doesn't make any sense to me. But Big Ben says, what's with Bobby Taylor's bicep? What is with Bobby Taylor's bicep? Does he have a torn bicep? Did he have a torn bicep before? Is that
what he's talking about? Because I could tell you, yes, it's
very balled up.
His right bicep probably rolled up from the elbow.
Yep.
My brother,
it's very balled up.
Like when I tore my bicep, mine tore from the shoulder and it rolled down.
Yeah.
But there's like a lot of people, either they detach from the elbow or they detach from the shoulder and they roll up. So, he's definitely right-handed. You could tell by the way his right arm is built. He's a righty.
You know what's funny is that there's a guy working on the HVAC system at our work right now, replacing that shit. And they were goofing around. They were like, one of the dudes was like, "Hey, show this guy your fucked up bicep," and he does this, and it was like 10 times worse than that. It almost went like straight up in the air. It looked like one of the guys that the fucking Indian dude that looks like he injected like his chest and like his arms. Huge. Yeah. It was all big and balled up. Like it was abnormally high up and just a fucking whoop, like a lump. And I started laughing. I was like, dude, what did you tear your bicep? He's like, yeah, I did really bad. And I just never fixed that shit.
And like when mine tore, if I flex my arm, you could put like 3 fingers between my shoulder and my bicep. There was like a little gap there. That's like his, man. He's got like a couple finger gap there. Yeah. And like mine now, because I tore this one, after they fixed it, if I flex this one, it looks like really big and round and like awesome.
Calm down.
No, this one is like it's like long, dude. I have like a long. The one that got reconstructed is a shorter bicep, so it builds up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm doing the exact same amount of work in the gym, but this one is stretched out to my shoulder, and this one cuts off right here. So it's just like whoop. I have like one big Popeye arm, but like Ben says, that's from being in the closet alone. Yeah, it's an old masturbation injury from 3 deployments.
It don't look like he's ever going to come out, Ben.
Yeah. I'm never coming out of that. No. Stay in that closet. Hey guys, I don't know where the fuck TJ Chang is. Hopefully he's okay. He is in Thailand. He is in Thailand.
Hopefully he's not passed out from heat stroke at the top of a hill, but we won't know.
But you know what, Mike? This is one of those nights where both guests have now rescheduled. Now, Jocelyn,
last time this happened, it was like 3 or 4 shows in a row we had a guest not show up, and then for like 10 months straight, it was fine. So we've reached that point where we had a few shows in a row.
Right. Jocelyn shot me a message though, 100%. She said that she is training. Now I'm going to do some investigative shit right quick because she says she's training, right? She said, I can't miss tonight's training session. My coach was running a little late, and it's going to go, the training session is going to go a little late. There's no way I can make it on, for the time we talked about. I'm a guest, the biggest guest. We could get Big Ben on. If he shot me an email, I would send it to him and we can get him on here. He's the biggest goddamn fan, like literally. But anyways, hold on. Let me finish.
I would say tomorrow.
Tomorrow night.
And Ben, talk to us for 15 minutes during a fight.
Are you in Tampa right now? Answer me in the comments. Are you in Tampa? 1. And if not, would you want to come on the show tomorrow night during the Fight Companion and talk a little bit while we're watching the fights live? So Jocelyn says, I'm training. I can't miss this training session. Now, Little Bird had told us that they think she's going to have a fight very soon. She signed with the BKFC back in September. I posted this thing that said that she's coming on tonight. And in the comments, Joe Elmore, who trains with Martina Kroll, tagged her in it. I'm just going to guess.
What do you know?
What do you know?
What was that on Instagram or Facebook?
On Facebook. He tagged Martina Kroll. She has been training with Joe Elmore and those guys. So the principles of detection would tell me that there's a connection between these two female names. I don't know. Maybe I'm just starting some shit here, but
maybe.
But anybody with the skinny on this, let's go. Let's tell us. Is Jocelyn going to be making her debut, and is she going to be fighting Martina? Let's talk about that. Anyways, she shot me a message. She said she would pop on. I sent my email. No, I'm home, buddies, and yeah, I can. Okay, so Big Ben, make it a date. We're gonna have a few guests popping in tomorrow night. Truckin' and Tony just told us they'll pop into the Fight Companion tomorrow night. Our boy Joe Miggs from Bare Knuckle Freak and Fight Addicts and Netflix and all the shit that Joe Miggs does. He's going to jump in here and shoot the shit with us a little bit while we watch. We'll have Big Ben jump in, and Josh Burns said when he gets out of training, he'd love to jump in and talk a little bit about the fights with us too. So tomorrow night should be fucking awesome.
Yep.
It'll be Mike and Mish.
And Soto, right? Soto and Truck on.
Yeah, after, Truck, Soto, also, but Jocelyn sent me the message and she said she would jump on tomorrow night. So we'll get her on tomorrow night. So potentially we could have 4, 5, 6 guests tomorrow night during the fucking Fight Companion.
And others.
You know what I mean?
It's our first time doing this kind of companion. And we might have some companions come on. Some pals.
Yeah, man. So why don't we do this? I have shot TJ several. Oh, hey, whoa, Jesus.
Hey, what's going on there? What are you doing, huh? You cut it. Let's cut it off here. We'll cut it at the hour mark because tomorrow we've got about 3 hours worth of show to do. I'm gonna have to sit here. I'm gonna probably have a bucket over here so I can piss. But hey, I'm gonna make it to the end.
Yeah. It should be a good time. Anybody with any ideas on what you want to call our Fight Companion, feel free to drop your suggestions in. We saw a few earlier. There was like Tussle Buddies and there was a few tussle buddies, and I saw another one. I can't remember.
Immediately, anything that says buddies is not going to become the name, but put them in because we'll laugh at them. But there's no way we're going to allow buddies to be our name. No way.
How about blood farts?
You're way off.
No, it's okay. Mike,
Amy, I cannot.
Away to pee. Yeah.
What do you think this is? I have a show to do. I have a responsibility.
We're buddies. We're watching fights and we're fucking nutty. We're buddies. We could have a theme song.
Yeah, we could. We'll sing it. We'll come up with something. But tomorrow is the first time. It's like an experiment. It should be fun. We'll watch the fights together. We'll laugh. We'll cry. It'll be fantastic. And we'll do it again. I can't wait. What do you say?
Hashtag committed. All right. Yeah, that's it, man. So let's call it a night. We didn't get TJ on because I don't know where he disappeared into the land that is known as Thailand. Oh man, send a search party out for the Hellboy.
Yeah. He's lost in Bangkok. He's a Homo erectus in Bangkok, my friend. You are lost.
Oh, Big Ben says Stu Nod and the Rhode Island boy.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's awesome. Nutty buddies. All right. Well, let's see. All right. Well, that's it, man. We're gonna call it a night. Thank you guys for tuning in tonight. Thanks for hanging with us when it's just the two of us fucking shooting the shit. Thanks for Tony Soto and Truck and Carson to jump in here. Good luck to him tomorrow night with his fight. Good luck to all the fighters tomorrow night. Everybody looked great on the scales today. A few people, like we said, we had some questions about. Tony gave us his opinion, but if we talk to Smash, he might have a different thing to say. Other than that, good luck to everybody, and we'll see you tomorrow night when we're watching the fights. Peace.